Hey friends, today we shall be talking about Eric Yuan. I'm sure you may not have heard this name, Eric Yuan, but you must have certainly run and used the app, the video conferencing app that he made by the name of Zoom. Yes, so Eric Yuan is the owner of Zoom, and there's a very interesting story and struggle behind this gentleman, Eric Yuan. Eric Yuan is from China. In 1997, he went to America. Now, even before going to America, his visa were rejected several times. His visa was rejected more than 7 times, but he did not lose hope. And he wanted to go to America, the world of technology. The only thing he knew was coding. He did not know anything besides coding. He did not know English. All he knew was coding, and he gets into this organization called WebEx, where he starts working with them. And over a period of certain time, few years, Eric Yuan becomes the vice president engineering in this organization. And now he has a 6-figure job. But still somewhere he is not satisfied. And during this time, WebEx is taken over by Cisco, a giant in the field of technology. However, for Yuan, what happens is he is still not very keen on the job that he does. Please remember, somebody whose visa has been rejected more than 7 times to America, someone who doesn't know English. So in Cisco, despite being a vice president, he is not happy. And finally, in 2011, when he starts to have his own video conferencing organization, it's not easy for him because he does not have any investors. And he has to compete, or he's expected to compete with organizations like Cisco, Google, and Skype. But he tries hard, and eventually he finds an investor who is ready to fund him. Eric Yuan is also funded by Subra Iyer, and he funds him around $3 million. And Yuan starts his organization, and today Zoom has more than 15 million users. In fact, the journey of teleconferencing for this guy Eric Yuan, where he was pitched against people like Cisco, Skype, Google. The lesson he tells us is again being customer centric. He observed that how quickly he was upgrading his technology, his competitors were slightly laid back. He also saw that there were a lot of complaints while he was in Cisco about technology, but there was nothing being done. But his learning that did not stop there. Obviously, post-COVID, Zoom's user base has increased tremendously. However, if you remember in July 2020, there was a major glitch in Zoom. The accounts were being hacked, and there were a lot of commotion happening when people were teleconferencing. So the last lesson he says he's learned is that if you want to survive in the field of technology, you need to act fast, you need to collate data fast, you need to understand things extremely fast, and you need to execute. And friends, normally what happens is we feel that we are not there at the right time, or we need to wait for the right time. However, in today's dynamic world where paradigm has certainly changed, today you don't wait for a right time. You need to speed yourself up. You need to move faster rather than waiting. And you need to collate data. You need to find out what is happening where. You need to fix the problems. The problems can be a part of your personality. A problem can be the work that you are doing, you are not putting enough or adequate time in it. The problem can be you are too dependent on others and you feel that the others are going to work for you, and since you are paying them salary, they would do the work, or they are supposed to work diligently. And then what do people do is they start withdrawing themselves from the core business area. And this is where what Eric Yuan did was, he says even when at Zoom people are dissatisfied with the app, with the teleconferencing app, he says I talk to them personally. He says I answer most of the mails myself, trying to convince them why they should not be leaving Zoom. So there are two things. One, he is involved in every activity in the organization. And secondly, he is customer centric. Now, many people again might think that if you are too involved in the current business, you cannot diversify. Well, we'll talk about it a little later, but unless and until you cannot make an existing business work effortlessly, unless and until that existing business does not become a cash cow, one should never think of diversifying. Because if you are not able to handle issues of various kinds in your existing business, and when you leave it, that business sooner or later will collapse. And it will have an impact on the other business that you plan to diversify, because the funding that you would be raising would also be somewhere coming from your existing successful business, which has actually motivated you to start something anew, afresh. So all I'm saying is, kindly ensure the business that you are running, do not leave it, micromanage it till the time you feel that now it does not need your support, or it does not need anyone's support. It only needs monitoring. And that is where Eric Yuan, a 27-year-old guy when he came to America, and today when he is 50, he's running his own $9 billion organization. Isn't that amazing? So what we learn from here is micromanage, focus on your customer. Your feedback from the customer is like a gospel truth. And finally, work with your dreams. Don't only work for salary. If you like this video, you may share it and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much.